The coronavirus crisis is now directly affecting leaders in Comal County.
Staff with the Public Health Department have tested positive, and New Braunfels City Council postponed their meeting due to a possible exposure.
Hill Country reporter Leah Durain shares how daily operations are moving forward.
While the health department is shut down after 2 staff members tested positive for the coronavirus, they're still scheduling testing appointments over the phone. Comal County Public Health is adapting after having to shut its doors. Immunizations and other services have been canceled for the next 2 weeks, but coronavirus response is still taking place. Behind closed doors, some staff will schedule tests, continue contact tracing investigations, and answer questions by phone and email. The county is working on setting up additional resources to streamline the appointment process. Public Health Director Cheryl Frazier said, quote, "We appreciate everyone's patience and we encourage anyone needing to set up a COVID-19 testing appointment to keep trying if they're having trouble getting through." Meanwhile, New Braunfels City Council did not meet Monday after concerns of possible exposure to the virus, and a popular summer camp run by the city is on hold after 2 counselors tested positive. The city has not announced when Camp Minnehaha could resume. City Manager Robert K. Moreno said, quote, "We understand that closing the camps places a burden on some families, but we believe this is the best course of action for the safety of everyone." There are 221 people sick with the coronavirus in Comal County right now. 13 people are in the hospital. Health experts are urging everyone to take precautions seriously. I'm Leah Durain, the KENS 5 Hill Country reporter.
A nursing facility in New Braunfels is also seeing cases. 3 employees tested positive for the coronavirus at Eden Hill Communities. The good news, leaders say all residents remain healthy. 2 of the employees were part-time. Leaders say they have not been on the New Braunfels campus since they were believed to have been exposed. For now, the facility is halting all scheduled family visits.